Hello and welcome once again to Taste This, the multimedia version of the tastebetter.com weekly newsletter. I'm Jason, and we've got a bunch of stuff to talk about today, which is awesome. But first of all, I want to apologize that there wasn't a newsletter last week. I was working on getting a video together because we were relaunching the Easy Vegan, which was our online cooking show. And it just killed my computer, and I think it broke part of my mind. It was just nuts. So with all that going on, wasn't able to get a few other things together, and I was just getting really frustrated. A lot of that was just from picking up new skills. But while I was doing that, I took the opportunity to just take the week. I did a lot of posting and whatnot across the network, but I wanted to just reflect on the past 2 months, what's worked, what hasn't, what's promising, what needs to be dropped. And for the most part, not much is going to change, and we're going to keep with the plan. Right now, we're trying to launch a new site every week or so, and I've got an announcement on that in a few minutes. But I've been starting to think about what an ideal Better network is going to look like in about 3 months. And while I was doing that, I ran through a bunch of exercises to figure out, what I wanted to do, and maybe more importantly, what I didn't want to do. And today I want to share with you one of those exercises, and both because I think it's really going to help you get where you want to go, but also, and I'm sorry, I'm going to paraphrase Tom Cruise like this, but this is going to help me help you. And, jokes aside, that's basically what I'm here for. So I came up with a new phrase, and I'm in love with this phrase. It's, your ideal life starts with breakfast. It means a lot of things to me, but for today, just consider that, what we eat, and more importantly, how, when, and with whom we eat, it's the foundation for so many things in life. And I'd like you today, or sometime this week, just take a moment to think about what your ideal life would be like, but in particular, how the food aspect of it would work. Because that's an area where I think I can help you with the most, and it leads to so many other things. So you can do this exercise in all of 5 minutes, or you could meditate on it for hours. But I just want you to picture your ideal day and picture yourself at each meal during the day. Now, when you're doing that, don't think about the how behind any of this. In your ideal world, you've already figured all this out. Just what I want you to do here is try and find a few quiet moments and imagine you've got your ideal life, but how's food mixing in? So here's some seed questions to help you get started. And maybe we should have some quiet meditative music going in the background while we do this, but no. But anyway, just think about this. Simple stuff. How many meals do you eat per day? And who do you eat it with? How long does each of those meals take? Do you just dash something down quick because you're on the go, or do you spend 2 hours at each meal? And is it different for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks? Where do you eat these meals? Where do you have your lunch? Where do you have your dinner? Do you cook? Are you in a restaurant? Do you have like a Star Trek food replicator thing that just gives you all your food? Afterwards, who does the dishes? Are there any dishes? How do these meals mix with your day-to-day activities? What did you do just before you had lunch in your ideal day? What do you do right after breakfast? What about snacks? When and where? Why? Now remember this, in your ideal life, there's no reason you can't eat what, how, and when you want. Those obstacles are gone. This is just an exercise here to think about. So think big. Because a lot of people, they try and design their lives around their jobs. And a couple of people, they'll flip that around and design their jobs around their lives. But here's a third option. You have 3 to 6 meals a day for the average person. Food can be the anchor that the rest of your life is built around. And if you really decide what's important to you, the rest is just a jigsaw puzzle, really, where you just work to fill in the gaps. And some of those gaps are huge, but I'd like to start with food. I want to focus some of the work we do on helping you realize your ideal meals, because I believe that can lead to an ideal life. I really do believe that your ideal life starts with breakfast. And if this exercise has inspired you to share, please let me know 1 or 2 insights you got from it so I can better tune the stuff that we produce to help you get there. And did you come up with any insights that you can put into practice right now? Like, is there anything stopping you from saying, my ideal breakfast, I can have that. Or my ideal snack, I can have that right now. And, what came out of that? I'd just really like to know. You can get in touch with me at jason@tastebetter.com, or you can go to the Taste Better contact form. Anyway, I hope that helps, and please let me know what you think. Next up, I want to announce a new site in the Better Network. Because a lot of you, when you sign up for the newsletter, you tell me what you're interested in, and raw foods comes up a fair bit. And that's something I would like to do more of too. And in fact, on the Easy Vegan this week, we're going to do a video on kale chips. But I just don't have enough experience in that area to really build value. But there is one thing that I'm passionate about that'll help bridge that gap a little bit, and that's juices and smoothies. So I'm happy to announce the latest addition to the Better Network. It's called Juicy Smooth, juicysmooth.com. It's your juice and smoothie resource. We're going to cover different juices and smoothies, and we're going to review gear and books and tips and tricks to help you incorporate a wider range of liquids into your diet. And since I'm writing the articles, I've decided I'm going to do them in a lighter style than you might expect, so it'll be kind of like vegan porn for juicing. And I've got a couple posts going right now, and I'm still trying to find the right rhythm, but you can expect 2 to 3 posts a week while we get started. And, then again, we've also got the old Twitter and Facebook and email options to make sure you don't miss anything. So please check that out and let me know what you think. JuicySmooth.com. It's the this week's addition to the Better Network. And lastly, with announcements this week, we're not going to be doing office hours this week. Sorry about that. I really love the idea of them, but I'm still trying to tweak the newsletter office hours mix, and I'm going to need another week to sort that out. So I'll give you an update next week. And honestly, I'm booked on Thursday too, so I can't do it even if I was going to. But I'll keep posted on that. I don't want to abandon it. I really like the idea, but I have to find a way to make it fit better with the rest of the stuff we do. So sorry for that, but that's where we are. And that is the newsletter for this week. I'm trying to make them a little bit shorter as I've been listening to your guys' feedback, so I hope that helps. Hope you enjoyed the exercise. Please give it a try and let me know what you think. And most of all, just thanks so much for being here and paying attention. There's so much stuff going on the internet, and that you chose to spend some time with us really means a lot. The comments you make on tastebetter.com and other sites in the network, the emails you send me, the tweets, all those things, really... they encourage me like you wouldn't imagine. So thank you so much. And basically, if you want to get in touch, there's lots of ways to do that. If you get the email version of the newsletter, you can just hit reply. You can use the Taste Better contact form. If you're on Twitter, we're there too, twitter.com/tastebetter. Facebook.com/tastebetter is really starting to grow. Very excited about that. And we are on YouTube as well at youtube.com/user/tastebetter. And you can search in iTunes to get this multimedia version, either audio or video version, sent right to your computer every week as well. So lots of ways to get in touch, but please get in touch with me to let me know what we can do to make our time the most valuable that we can. We send these things out every Monday afternoon. Thanks again, and we will see you next week.